Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.
Welcome back to our alley review series practice quiz, and we now have part 16 of our history and theory of architecture. So instructions before proceeding with the quiz: it is best to get a piece of paper muna, cut lengthwise, and then write down numbers 1 to 30 so that when you are ready, you can now start with the quiz, and for every question, write down the corresponding letter of your best choice or answer from the multiple choice. And you will be given 10 seconds to finalize your answer. At the end of the quiz, count the total number of your correct answers and check your score rating. So if you are now ready, good luck. So question number 1. What is a binangian house, which is similar to the ifugao house, with a ridge parallel to the front and is made of nara or pine? A kangkanay, B. ifugao house, C. bontok house, and D. kalinga binayon. And our correct answer is letter A, kangkanay. So the binangian house is the traditional house of the kangkanay, an indigenous group from the Cordillera region of the Philippines. It is similar in form to the ifugao house, but a key difference is that its ridge is parallel to the front of the house, unlike the ifugao house where it is perpendicular. Binangian houses are typically made of durable native woods like nara or pine. They are raised on posts, have pyramidal roofs, and are known for their symmetry and clean finish. So ito yung example ng isang binangian house. Number 2. What is another term for crenellation found in a medieval castle? A. Bartizan, B. Embrasures, C. Caveto, and D. None of the above. And our correct answer is letter B, embrasures. So, crenellation refers to the battlemented parapet, this one, on top of medieval castles and fortifications, typically consisting of alternating raised portions, merlons, and openings. Embrasures or crenels. Ito yung merlon. Ito yung opening is the embrasures or crenel. Number 3. Which is not a work of Luis Maria Zaragoza Araneta? A. Makati Medical Center, B. Times Theater, C. Manila Doctors Hospital, and D. San Sebastian Church. And our correct answer is letter D, San Sebastian Church. So, San Sebastian Church is not a work of Luis Maria Zaragoza Araneta. So, not to confuse with the national artist Jose Maria Zaragoza. The San Sebastian Church was designed by Genaro Palacios, a Spanish engineer, architect, completed in 1891. It is notable for being the only all-steel church in Asia and a neo-Gothic structure. Luis Maria Araneta, on the other hand, was a Filipino architect, and he designed the Lourdes Church and the Times Theater in Quezon Boulevard, Quiapo, Manila. The theater interior, though unmaintained, still has the Art Moderne bas-relief. He was commissioned to design the original Manila Doctors Hospital building, and he was later chosen to design the Makati Medical Center, another prominent hospital, due to his experience with the Manila Doctors Hospital. Number 4. Who was the architect deified by Ramesses? A. Imhotep, B. Senenmut, C. Amenhotep, and D. Ramesses II. . And our correct answer is Imhotep. So Imhotep was an ancient Egyptian architect, engineer, physician, and high priest, best known for designing the step pyramid of Djoser at Saqqara. He was later deified or made into god, a rare honor for a non-royal individual in ancient Egypt. Although he lived centuries before Ramesses II, later pharaohs, including those from the New Kingdom period, like Ramesses, honored and worshipped Imhotep as a god of wisdom, medicine, and architecture. Number 5. What is the plan of Lloyd Wright that never materialized? A. Mile High Tower. B. Kaufman Residence. C. Taliesin West. D. Robbie House. And our correct answer is letter A, Mile High Tower. So ito yung mga bagong render, no, na mga drawings. The Mile High Tower, also known as the Illinois, was a visionary skyscraper proposed by Lloyd Wright in 1956. It was intended to be 1 mile or 1,609 meters tall, housing 528 stories, and would have been the tallest building in the world, far exceeding anything built even today. Actually, yung pinapose ni Lloyd Wright noon is para ma-decongest daw ang New York City, tanggalin lahat ang mga existing buildings doon at palitan ng 10 ganito na Mile High Tower para mas marami ang open space. Pero hindi nag-materialize yun, of course. Number 6. What is permitted in a Gothic cathedral due to the invention of a method of structural support? A. Many windows. B. Clerestory windows. C. Pointed windows. And D. Nave. And our correct answer is letter B, clerestory windows. The development of lying buttresses in Gothic architecture was a major structural advancement. These external supports transferred the weight of the roof and upper walls away from the walls themselves and onto the buttresses, which stood at a distance from the main structure. This innovation freed up the upper walls of the nave and choir, allowing architects to insert large clerestory windows, that is, tall windows placed high above eye level that brought in more natural light. So ito yung development ng buttresses, no? Kaya mas tumaas pa na yung wall at naidagdag itong clerestory windows at dumami ang window sa area ng clerestory. Number 7, what is the triangular structure on top of an entablature? A. Base. B. Shaft. C. Pediment. And D. Architrave. And our correct answer is letter C, pediment. So a pediment is the triangular structure found above the entablature, especially in Greek and Roman temples. It typically sits atop the entablature, which consists of the architrave, the frieze, and the cornice. The pediment often contains sculptural decoration within its recessed area called the tympanum. So ito naman yung tympanum area. Number 8, a structure that raises a building from the ground. A. Pilotis. B. Post. C. Shaft. And D. Entablature. And our correct answer is letter A, pilotis. So pilotis are slender columns or supports that raise a building above the ground, allowing for open space underneath. This concept was famously used by Le Corbusier as one of its 5 points of architecture, promoting free circulation, ventilation, and protection from ground moisture or flooding. Number 9. Which part of the structure was the Japanese bracketing method commonly applied? A. Stairs, B. Door, C. Roof system, and D. Floor tiles. And our correct answer is letter C, roof system. So the Japanese bracketing system, known as Tokyo or Dogong in its Chinese origin, was traditionally used in supporting the roof structure of temples, shrines, and palaces. These intricate wooden brackets were placed between the top of a column and the eaves of the roof, helping to distribute the heavy load of the large overhanging roof. Number 10. Architect of a building in Taguig that is an American of Chinese blood. A. I.M. Pei, B. Carlos Sindiong, C. Froilan Hong, and D. Jose Xiaoling. And our correct answer is letter A, I.M. Pei. So I.M. Pei, through his firm Pei Cobb Fried and Partners, was involved in its Essenza East Forbes, a luxury residential twin tower condominium in Bonifacio Global City, Taguig. It features 2 soaring towers reminiscent of butterflies in flight, clad in elegant travertine and glass facades. Number 11. A circular arrangement of large stones enclosing a monument or burial mound. A. Henge, B. Stonehenge, C. Cromlech, and D. Dolmen. And our correct answer is letter C, Cromlech. So cromlech refers to a circular arrangement of large stones, often enclosing a burial site or monument. Stonehenge is a specific example of a cromlech that is located in Salisbury, England. Number 12. A projecting window forming a bay in a room, supported from below by corbels or brackets, and usually located at the highest story of the building. A. Bay window, B. Gable window, C. Oriel window, and D. Cant bay window. And our correct answer is letter C, Oriel window. So an Oriel window is a projecting window that forms a bay in a room, typically found on an upper story of a building. It is supported by corbels or brackets from below. And number 13, open and colonnaded at the entrance, usually of considerable distance, commonly known as a meeting place around public spaces. A. Peristyle, B. Stoa, C. Agora, and D. Acroterium. And our correct answer is letter C, Agora. So the Agora was the main public open space in ancient Greek cities. It functioned as a central gathering place for political discussions, social interactions, commerce, and civic activities. Truly a meeting place around public spaces. Stoa is an architectural structure that is a colonnaded hall that is often within or around the agora. Yung mga buildings sa paligid ng open space na ay pwedeng may stoa na yan ay isang colonnaded hall. So number 14. He was a Filipino architect who pioneered modern Philippine architecture and in 1976 was conferred the rank and title of National Artist of the Philippines by President Ferdinand Marcos. He was the architect of the Far Eastern University FEU during 1939. A. Zaragoza Jose Maria. B. Antonio Pablo. C. Arellano Juan Marcos y de Guzman. And D. Locsin Leandro. And our correct answer is letter B, Pablo Antonio. So Pablo Severo Antonio Sr. was a Filipino architect recognized as a national artist for architecture. He is celebrated as a pioneer of modern Philippine architecture and is known for his Art Deco designs and innovative use of natural light and ventilation in his buildings. 15. The oldest stone church in Manila dating back to 1571 was A. San Agustin Church, B. Aglipayan Church, C. Paway Church, and D. Manila Cathedral. And our correct answer is letter A, San Agustin Church. So San Agustin Church in Intramuros, Manila is indeed the oldest stone church in the Philippines, with its earliest structure dating back to 1571. The current stone structure was completed in 1607. So number 16, one of the oldest stone churches in the Philippines, located in Bohol and built by the Jesuits. A. Baclayon Church, B. Basilica Minore del Santo Niño de Cebu, C. Baguio Cathedral, and D. Lobok Church. And our correct answer is letter A, Baclayon Church. So Baclayon Church, officially La Purísima Concepción de la Virgen Maria Parish Church, is located in Baclayon, Bohol. It is considered one of the oldest stone churches in the Philippines. It is known for its coral stone construction and Baroque architecture. Although Baclayon Church is one of the oldest Jesuit-built churches in the country, San Agustin Church is older overall and is considered the oldest stone church in the Philippines. So mas matanda pa rin ang San Agustin Church. So 17, formerly known as the National Shrine of Our Mother of Perpetual Help, or most commonly the Baclayon Church. Baclaran Church. It is considered as the most visited church in Asia. A. Redemptorist Church, B. Baclayon Church, C. San Sebastian Church, and D. None of the above. And our correct answer is letter A, the Redemptorist Church. So the Redemptorist Church, formerly known as the National Shrine of Our Mother Perpetual Help, is commonly called the Baclaran Church. It is one of the most visited churches in Asia, with millions of devotees attending the Wednesday Novena. Number 18. The seat of the Catholic Archdiocese of Manila, and presently the sixth cathedral to rise on the site since 1581. A. Manila Cathedral, B. Baclayon Church, C. San Sebastian Church, and D. None of the above. And our correct answer is letter A, Manila Cathedral. So the Manila Cathedral, formerly known as the Minor Basilica and Metropolitan Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception, is the seat of the Catholic Archdiocese of Manila. Number 19. The other name for the Minor Basilica of the Holy Child, the Minor Basilica in Cebu City that was founded in the 16th century. A. Basilica Minore del Santo Niño de Cebu, B. Basilica Mayor del Santo Cristo de Cebu, C. Basilica del Mayor Santo Niño de Cebu, and D. None of the above. And our correct answer is letter A. Basilica Menore del Santo Niño de Cebu is the oldest Roman Catholic church in the Philippines, founded in 1565. It is also called the Minor Basilica of the Holy Child. So magkaiba yung yung ibig sabihin ng oldest stone church. Ito ay oldest Roman Catholic church. Number 20, he was the first university architect of the University of the Philippines and the architect of several UP Diliman buildings and the Insular Life Building. A. De Castro Crescenciano, B. Locsin Leandro, C. Concio Cesar, and D. Formoso Gabriel. And our correct answer is letter C, Concio Cesar. So Cesar Homero Concio Sr. was the first university architect of the University of the Philippines, and he designed several landmark buildings on the UP Diliman campus, including Melchor Hall, or the College of Engineering, Palma Hall, the College of Social Sciences and Philosophy, and the Church of the Risen Lord. He was also the architect of the Insular Life Building in Makati and the Baclaran Church. So number 21, architect of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas in Rojas Boulevard. A. Formoso Gabriel, B. Locsin Leandro, and C. Manyosa Francisco, and D. Ramos George. And our correct answer is letter A, Formoso Gabriel. So Gabriel P. Formoso was the architect behind the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas complex on Rojas Boulevard, Manila. The extensive BSP complex was designed in the 1970s in a brutalist style, characteristic of government institutional buildings in that era. His celebrated works also include the Asian Institute of Management, or AIM, and the Metropolitan Museum of Manila on Rojas Boulevard. So 22, a Filipino architect, artist, and interior designer, known for his use of concrete, floating volume, and simplistic design in his various projects. A. Formoso Gabriel, B. Locsin Leandro, C. Concio Cesar, and D. Hong Froilan. And our correct answer is letter B, Locsin Leandro. So Leandro V. Locsin became a national artist for architecture in 1990. He is well known for use of concrete as a primary material, floating volume, and his structures often appear to float due to his use of cantilevers and raised podiums, and simplistic, elegant design rooted in modernism but adapted to Filipino cultural and environmental contexts. His works exemplify his mastery of modernist principles, especially in using brutalist concrete forms softened by Filipino sensibilities. Number 23, he was the architect of the Folk Arts Theater, Cultural Center of the Philippines, and the Philippine Center for International Trade Expo. A. Formoso Gabriel, B. Locsin Leandro, C. Ramos George, D. Manyosa Francisco. And our correct answer is letter B, Locsin Leandro. So Leandro V. Locsin was the architect of the following iconic Philippine structures: the Folk Arts Theater, the Cultural Center of the Philippines, the CCP Main Theater, and the PhilSite, or the Philippine Center for International Trade and Exhibition. These buildings are all located within the Cultural Center of the Philippines complex in Pasay City and showcase Locsin's signature brutalist yet elegant modernist style, characterized by massive concrete volumes and Filipino cultural motifs. Number 24, who was the first registered architect of the Philippines? A. Mapua Tomas, B. Arellano Juan, C. Nakpil Juan, and D. Toledo Antonio. And the correct answer is letter A, Mapua Tomas. So Tomas Mapua was the first registered architect in the Philippines. And he became architect number 1. So yun ang PRC registration number niya. When the Philippine government established the registration system for architects. Some of his works include the Manila Central Post Office with Juan Arellano and the St. LaSalle Hall of the LaSalle University. Number 25. Who was the first president of Philippine Architects Society? Later renamed the Philippine Institute of Architects or the PIA. A. Mapua Tomas, B. Arellano Juan, C. Nakpil Juan, and D. Toledo Antonio. And our correct answer is Juan Nakpil, letter C. The first president of the Philippine Architect Society, or the PAS, which was later renamed the Philippine Institute of Architects, or the PIA. Juan Felipe Nakpil served as president from 1933 to 1935. Number 26. He pioneered the landscape architectural profession in the Philippines. A. Mapua Tomas, B. Nakpil Juan, C. Santos Ildefonso P, and D. Manyosa Francisco. And our correct answer is Santos Ildefonso. So Ildefonso P. Santos Jr. is widely recognized as the father of Philippine landscape architecture. He was instrumental in pioneering the landscape architectural profession in the Philippines. He became National Artist for Architecture, Landscape Architecture in 2006, and he is known for his designs for Paco Park in Manila, Tagaytay Highland Resort, and landscape design of the Cultural Center of the Philippines. 27. What year did the Manila Central Post Office finish its construction as designed by Arellano, Juan Marcos y de Guzman? A. 1926, B. 1930, C. 1952, and D. 1898. And our correct answer is letter A, 1926. So the Manila Central Office, Post Office, completed in 1926, was designed by Juan Marcos Arellano y de Guzman, or Juan M. Arellano, together with Tomas Mapua and Ralph Dawain, in neoclassical style. He is best known for Manila's Metropolitan Theater, 1935, the Legislative Building, which now houses the National Museum of Fine Arts, the Manila Central Post Office Building, the Rizal Memorial Sports Complex, the Central Student Church, today known as the Central United Methodist Church, the Old Haro Municipal Hall, and the Old Iloilo City Hall, the Negros Occidental Provincial Capitol, the Cebu Provincial Capitol, Dumaguete Presidencia, the Bank of the Philippine Islands Cebu Main Branch, Misamis Occidental Provincial Capitol Building, the Cotabato Municipal Hall, and the Jones Bridge during the pre-war era. So ito yung Manila Central Post Office na nasunog recently, no? Number 28. Who was the architect who popularized the famous dictum, less is more? A. Mendelssohn Erich, B. Niemeyer Oscar, C. I.M. Pei, and D. None of the above. And our correct answer is none of the above, because the one who said less is more is Ludwig Mies van der Rohe. Number 29, he was the architect, designer, painter, urban planner, writer, and one of the pioneers of what is now called modern architecture, famous for his design of Villa Savoy, A. Gropius Walter, B. Le Corbusier, C. Kahn Louis, D. Wright, Frank Lloyd. And our correct answer is letter B, Le Corbusier. So Le Corbusier's Villa Savoy is one of the best-known landmarks of modernist architecture. The building was designed to emphasize pilotis or columns, the flat roof terrace, open floor plan, horizontal windows, and free facade design. And number 30, what years was the construction of Villa Savoy? A. 1925 to 1939, B. 1928 to 1931, C. 1896 to 1906, and D. 1935 to 1955. And our correct answer is letter B, 1928 to 1931. So the construction began in 1928 and was completed in 1931, and this structure became one of the most important manifestos of modern architecture, showcasing Le Corbusier's 5 points of architecture. Congratulations for completing the quiz. Now, count your total correct answers and determine your score category. If your rating is 15 or less, it is time for a more strategic review.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.
Enroll at Atlas CDC Review for a comprehensive prep for the Architecture Board exams. Message us now.